Yeah, Rick here, the hospital section. Oh my God, that is so different from what I'm used to. It is chaos. I'm sorry to say, people, but it just look like the New York Stock Exchange. You're going into the hospital and people are yelling and screaming. I mean, like they're almost like walking through the aisles, you know. And I noticed at the doctor's office, usually you don't bother the doctor because hey, the man is a doctor. He's highly educated in his level. Now he needs to have silence to talk to you. The door is open and the half of the hallway is inside his office because everybody wants to go first. They don't respect you for talking to the doctor at the moment. No, 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 no. Get the hell out of here. It is my turn now. So they all talk at the same time and the doctor doesn't seem to bother. He just focuses on you. But I would say, people, get the hell out of my office. Who the hell you guys think you are? You got a number, yeah? Uh-huh. Wait for your number. This ain't no zoo. So that is something Chinese people is lack of respect to one another. It is like the song in the 90s, Me, Myself and I. That is really happening here in traffic and in the hospitals. So a lot of things what you guys can change is just have a little respect for each other and keep your voice down. It is not in a zoo. You're in a hospital. Silence. So when my wife was actually in surgery, they say she goes to the ICU. That stands for intensive care unit. Intensive care, yeah, you hear it? So I got a phone call. I was actually in a hotel next door because, yeah, you can sleep there. Yeah, but what they provided is something like a concrete bunker. So I was next door actually in a hotel and I got a phone call at 7:30 in the morning. A guy tried to speak English, say, your wife is hungry. Huh? She's in the ICU, no? That is what you guys provide because I cannot get into the ICU. So I have to get myself something, and where the hell is she? Where's the ICU? Okay, so that is something, if you're in a hospital, they don't provide you the food. In the Netherlands, where I'm come from, you have also visiting hours. I think between 9 and 10 and 7 and 8. 5 minutes before the end of the time, they already said, it's time for you to leave. And exactly at 10 o'clock, they check all the rooms. Hey people, out of here. This ain't no Disney. So for the rest of the day, it is silence. So between 9 and 10 and 7 and 8, you cannot scream or yelling because the security guards say, you want to scream or yell? In the parking lot, you can do those things. Not here. This ain't no zoo. And in the hospitals, they provide the food for the clients because otherwise, if everybody bring their own shit, it's going to be pretty much disastrous. So the hospital provides the food 3 times a day, specialized to the person who is the patient. Some people cannot have milk, some people cannot have coffee, and so forth. They know. So all the meals are based on patient number 1, patient number 2, and so forth. Besides, it is respectful and quiet in the hospitals, and nobody does this disgusting thing what you see in China all over the place, is and spitting all over the floor. Excuse me. Even outside, when people walk anywhere, they spit on the floor. Well, they have a lot of green parts right next to you. At least spit it in there. But why does it have to be so loud? And everybody does it. Not only the old people, huh? It is everybody. So I wonder, have you guys actually been a little bit educated somewhere, somehow? I mean, yeah. So to get back to the hospital stuff, yeah, that is a lot of things that you guys need to change. I mean, the technology, what I saw, it is a little old-fashioned. I'm sorry to say, it is Chongqing, but I've seen some stuff that you guys say, well, for Chinese people and still using this thing, yeah, I was really surprised. I mean, the hospital itself was old. I mean, I'm a construction supervisor. I should actually, when back in my country, I should say, we can still use this, or no, this is going to be closed. This hospital was closed a long time ago. I see a lot of things almost breaking down. Things in the bathroom that you say, the tiles come off the wall, you got mold all over the place. I mean, people, please. Yeah, fix it a little bit. I'm actually, maybe you can see I'm here in a swimming pool. And it is also bust up, broken, and very hazardous for kids. Yeah, I will not change the camera because this is not the subject for it. Anyway, the medical staff is is doing pretty okay their job, but I wonder, why are we still using old-fashioned crap? Maybe it was just disjuncting a hospital, but also people in a hospital, keep your voice down. You're not alone. If you all start screaming, he starts screaming louder, 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 and at some point we are just using the megaphones to try to talk to one another. So, and also, if you wait in line, yeah, don't all jump into the same desk at the clerk, because in my country the clerk saying, "Get that out of my office." You know, if you don't respect the waiting line, they're not gonna help you. Even the old men, they're pushing and shoving them through. The clerk is not even listening to you. She's looking at you with a very disgusting face like, what are you doing? She is not, or he's not listening to you. Here, they actually communicate. I would say, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? So, those are the things. And also what I noticed, the ambulance. The sound is too soft. Nobody respects the ambulance. And the ambulance takes about, how much? 10 minutes to get through one section of traffic. In many countries, the ambulance have always rights of path. The cars will just disappear. They go to the left and the right, and he goes right through the middle. The moment we hear him, we see him in the rear view mirror, we try to disappear because we know this thing needs to move. There's somebody inside who needs desperate help and needs his ass to the hospital now, not in 10 minutes, now. So when we hear the ambulance, we disappear. Here, they say, yeah, and who are you? You're also waiting in line. Oh, now we have to wait in line. That is an ambulance, buddy. It's not just a joke. So, by the way, if the ambulance, police, or the fire department is driving around, turn off your damn lights. It doesn't make you much tough, because people at some point, they don't respect the lights if you really need them. Turn them off. In case you have an emergency, then you turn them on. Because many of those light things have already burned down, that many of these little LED lights are already burned out, because you use them all day. So if I see now flashing in my rear mirror driving here in China, I think, yeah, so he's just playing police officer, you know. So turn off the stupid lights, grow up, and only turn them on in case you need to go somewhere quickly. So when I then see your lights in my rear view mirror, this guy is gonna disappear so you can go. That is something that you guys have to get yourself a little accustomed to. But for the rest, the Chinese people are nice. But yeah, like I said, they need to be more respectful to each other. Then it goes much more smoothly. A crowded city doesn't mean we have to act like animals. We can behave and be civilized. It's not that difficult. Because if you are civilized, you will meet civilization. So you can get things done quicker. That is my message to you, Chinese people. You're not alone on this planet, you know. And you can say, oh, but who are you, the Dutch guy, to tell you? Well, I told you, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. What I see and what I know from other countries, I see the balance. And I think people get this up a little bit more, and you're going to do okay. That's it for now. Have a nice day, and let me find the remote control on that. Okay, people, have fun. Enjoy your day and stay out of trouble.